Hi guys, Maggie, Better Body Coach. I'm just gonna do the coconut and almond flour bread with addition to of rebuild strength. So I'm just gonna show you how am I doing it for those who would like to make it as well. So I already done 6 eggs in a bowl, and now I'm just gonna add as well half of cup of coconut milk. So I've got my Alpro coconut milk this time, so slightly different. It's less thick and it's not as much fat as the coconut milk in the can. So I've got my measure cup. Okay, so I'm adding that. Next would be quarter cup of honey. So I am going to use, actually my quarter one has broke. So I'm just going to use probably this one and just fill it to half, okay? So, got my honey, which is actually from the Polish shop. That's already open. Squeeze. Okay, so I've got quarter, so half of the half of the cup. Make sure you get everything. Okay, now the next thing would be 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Well, actually last time I did it and it was with almond extract, so I actually got the almond again, which is that little thing. One tablespoon, which is pretty much the whole cup. Okay. Next would be 1/4 of the cup of coconut oil melted. So what I'm gonna do, I've got a different ramekin, I call it, which is very similar size. So I will put half of it and just put in the microwave and melt it. So this time I'm really sticking to ingredients, as last time I think I didn't look and I put too much of the baking powder and I did put too much flour. So this time I'm making sure I'm actually putting it right, so maybe the bread will be less dense and will be a bit more fluffy. Okay, while this is doing, I'm just gonna add the next ingredient. Sorry, I'm just looking at the ingredients as I don't remember that by name. So it is 3/4 of the cup of coconut flour. So I have my coconut flour, the same as last week. 3/4 cup. So I'm gonna use basically my half cup, and I'm just gonna do 1.5. Okay, still got some left. Then it is half of cup of almond flour. Okay. Some people did ask me where do I get the ingredients. Well, I got my, well, this is actually apple puree, but and on my list of ingredients is actually apple sauce, but I've used it and it did the job basically. So I've got all my ingredients from Bean Freaks in Cardiff, but I'm sure you can get it in Holland and Barrett, eBay, or any other healthy shop. So I've got my flour. Now my oil is ready. So I've got my oil ready, pouring it as well. Okay, what's next? I've got 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And that was my coconut oil, which I'm using, also from Bean Freaks. Now, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So I'm using it that much. 1 and 2. That's it. 1 teaspoon of salt. Well, as we need to decrease the salt, I'm actually not going to use too much. I'm just going to sprinkle it so it's right. Okay. And I'm using the Himalayan salt, which is much better than the normal one. It's not going a lot, so I'm just using it a few times, okay? Something happened to it. Okay. Now, the next one is 3/4 cup of applesauce. Well, so I'm going to use my apple puree. Actually, because I reckon this is not a floury product, and I'm going to add on top of the ingredients which are not on the list, I'm going to add the probably about 4 spoons of rebuild strength on that amount, or probably even 6. So I'm actually going to put more applesauce. So I'm actually going to put a whole cup of applesauce, all right? So I've got 1, 2. I'm just going to show you the applesauce I'm using, apple puree. So this is my apple puree, also from Bean Freaks. Adding it to my bowl. Okay. Right, as I've got everything now, all I'm gonna add is 6 spoons of our fantastic rebuild strength, which is post-workout shake, as I'm gonna use this bread as my protein snacks. 3, 4. Well, it looks 4, I think would do. So I'm just adding 4. And that's it of the ingredients. All I'm just going to do is just mix it with my mixer. Okay. In the meantime, while I'm preparing the bread, I'm actually going to heat up my oven to 172 degrees Celsius, and just so it's ready for when I'm going to put it in the oven. Okay. as you know, coconut is really good for you. So what I'm also gonna add is a little bit of coconut pieces. I'm not sure what they're called. So what I'm using is actually those, okay? So I'm adding about teaspoon, oh actually I'm just doing it by eye, but literally probably about two tablespoons, and just mix it together. So my bread dough is ready. I'm just gonna show you how the consistency looks like. Smells lush. So this is how it looks like. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. So it's really like nice and fluffy, not too thick like the last time. Okay. So now I'm just going to put it in my silicone forms, which are these. Once I put it in, as I'm not going to obviously do the video while I'm baking it, so you have to check if the bread is ready by putting it in the oven first for 30 minutes. Probably these were done quicker, so about 30-40 minutes for those. And in this space where I'm filling in up to the half, more or less, for about 45-50 minutes, and it should be ready. Although I do check it with probably the best is having like a stick. And I'm using my chopstick, and by putting it in the bread, and if it comes dry and it doesn't have any dough on it, that means that the bread is ready and it's good to go. Well, I'm just gonna do it now, and I'm gonna take a picture and maybe just add a little bit video on the end just to show you once it's ready. All right, that's it for now. Thanks, and see you on the next video. Bye.